I'm ready for superhero school.
Cut! Well done, Ryan. Time to record the next scene.
Oh, Father. I've been doing this for 12 years. I think I'm too old for this now.
Shut up, Ryan! Don't you remember the contract you agreed to when you were 3?
But I was still a baby.
No excuses! We're gonna do this forever, Ryan. All the way till you're 50.
I wonder what happened to that Ryan kid I used to watch.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to Ryan's Toy Review.
Holy...
Guys, after almost 10 years of being exploited as a content slave by his parents, I believe Ryan's world is now free. I can't believe I'm saying that. Yes, I did say that, and it appears that they have now allowed him to leave. No, he was still working on 5 brand deals a week ago. I'm referring about actual school, friends, interests, and possibly even real girls. In all honesty, it's about time for this child to start leading a normal life. After all, Ryan wasn't simply a young YouTuber. Toy businesses would drool if he even glanced at their products because he was an industry leader. This kid was more widely known than CNN. However, things are rapidly changing now. The fans are pleading for this youngster to retire, and the uploads are slowing down. So, what happened? Did Ryan reach his breaking point? Is Ryan's world finally closing its doors? Or are his parents finally acting appropriately? You've heard the phrase, let kids be kids? Imagine hearing that when you were 13 years old, earning millions of dollars, and you had dedicated the majority of your life to marketing slime kits to young children. That's Ryan Kaji. He is more than just a child YouTuber. He was the pioneer who allowed all other family channels to use branded content during bedtime. However, lately, something seems strange. Not in a conspiracy theory sense, but rather unnerving, as if we are all witnessing the gradual retirement of a child celebrity who never really applied for fame in the first place. Let's take a moment to back up. Ryan was not just prosperous, he was also in control. By the age of 7, this child was earning more money than most people will throughout their lifetimes. He had licensing arrangements for toys, souvenirs, Nickelodeon shows, and even toothpaste. Toothpaste it sold if Ryan touched it, and he was all over the place for a while. However, nobody likes to acknowledge this. It ceased to feel enjoyable. Eventually, such toy unboxings lost their cuteness and began to resemble contractual responsibilities. It's brutally clear from his most recent videos that Ryan is just finished. His expression conveys a mixture of mild embarrassment and boredom, as if he is aware that people on the internet are still observing him act, as though he is enjoying a toy car while he is outside growing facial hair and deepening his voice. For example, the child is still classified as a kindergartner despite being in puberty. Imagine attempting to flirt with your crush and someone playing a video of you wearing a lab coat and saying, "Let's learn about colors." You know the kids at school are making fun of him for this. I mean, you've seen how many films I've released about this child. I've essentially been fighting for his liberation as if it were a human rights problem, and I'm not alone. He's not just outgrowing the content, he's definitely attempting to outrun it. This is being viewed by others on social media as a virtual protest. Threads on Twitter, the same thing is being said by everyone in TikTok's YouTube videos. Let Ryan go. This is no longer a joke. Everyone on the internet agreed that this child should be treated better than acting like they loved slime at the age of 13. But here's the catch. Perhaps Ryan is retiring, and he's doing it in the most uncharacteristic manner imaginable for a YouTuber. Silently, no farewell tour, no drama, no merchandise launch, no farewell video, just a gradual withdrawal from the limelight. Let's examine the indicators. First of all, Ryan used to be the main character in prior videos, but his screen time has drastically decreased. He's hardly there anymore. He occasionally appears for a brief scene, perhaps an introduction, before the rest of the ensemble takes over. Although his face is still visible in the thumbnails, witness protection is provided within the video. Previously, uploads were consistent. They are now erratic, shorter, less planned, and Ryan the content is still pouring in, but the soul is absent, and the majority of it consists of them posting old Ryan videos from his childhood, so they're still taking advantage of him. Additionally, when Ryan does speaks in public, he does not mention YouTube. He is discussing school, sports, cartoons, and other typical kid-related topics. Ryan's parents finally addressed the issue in a recent podcast, stating unequivocally that their top priority right now is his education and that they want him to concentrate on schoolwork, extracurricular activities, and being a typical adolescent. More significantly, they stated that they will allow Ryan to stop using YouTube whenever he so chooses. He is being tripped into another slimy review with no pressure, commitments, or guilt.
Ryan's turning 13 years old this year, so he's turning teenager. I want to make sure, Ryan's time is well balanced and, he's doing really well at school right now. So maybe main focus is his school.
Yeah. If he came to you and said, "Hey, Dad, I want to be an engineer. Mom, I want to be a teacher like you," I don't want. What do you say? Like, it's okay to like leave all of this behind. If like Ryan were to call it quits, like what would happen to pursue something else?
Yeah, for sure. If he finds his passion, we all full support it, and whether it's outside of YouTube or not, we don't really mind.
This, to be honest, is a crazy change from a family who used to post stuff every day as if their mortgage depended on it. Ryan is finally being treated like a human being and not simply a walk-in toy commercial, it seems. However, this is where things become nasty once more. Guess who is filling in for Ryan when he steps back? His younger twin sisters, Emma and Kate. Indeed, the KJI stated, "You know what? This brand needs a sequel," after observing a stressed-out YouTube kid. The twins, who are only 8 years old and still learning how to multiply, are already featured in videos promoting merchandise and their own spin-off company, EK World, because it seems that nothing better captures childhood development than your own logo before you reach double digits. It appears benign at first. Just adorable background characters in the ride verse. The girls would occasionally wave at the camera or participate in a slime challenge. But lately, the exact same strategy has been used. More branding, more videos, and more merchandise instead of fostering family ties. It is granting franchise rollout. Additionally, you can see the fissures without going too far. It will become apparent to you after watching a few EK World films. These girls didn't sign up to be online celebrities, despite the tight smiles, bewilderment, and excitement of, "Are we done filming yet?" They were raised in it, and now, like Ryan, they are being transformed from children into characters. The worst part is that they most likely don't understand what's actually going on. They have no notion what royalties are or what licensing entails. They are merely doing as they are told in a huge playroom that serves as a movie set. Their early years have been recorded, packaged, and sold, and they are still too young to understand the concept of privacy. Not to mention the merch machine. Everything short of NFTs is available at EK World, including dolls, accessories, clothing, even toothpaste. The faces of these children are shown on store shelves while their personalities are still growing, and once more, there are no regulations, safeguards, or supervision, just parents making the decisions. Because YouTube has nothing, in contrast to Hollywood, where children working on sets are protected by the Coogan Statute, which guarantees that a percentage of their profits be saved and that their working hours are restricted. If your parents want to make your entire life into a brand, congratulations! You are an unpaid star in the family franchise. The platform leaves everything up to the parents. Furthermore, it's not only the keys, there are many families abusing their children in this entire family vlogging genre. Loud drop-offs at school vlogs from film-like private outbursts posted for interaction for a whole generation of children. Looking into a camera will be their first memory. Ryan's gradual departure feels somewhat revolutionary because of this. In fact, he might be among the first to get away. He is not being rebranded, nor is he being compelled to go through a humiliating adolescent influencer period. He's just taking a break. If the KJI is sincere about offering Ryan the chance to resign, then perhaps Emma and Kate will receive the same encouragement before burnout sets in. Since the internet, let's face it, never stops moving. Eventually the views will wane, the sponsors will vanish, and those children will be left wondering, who was I when the cameras weren't on? This is significant because it's the first time we've seen a young YouTuber depart with honor. Ryan's world is shutting, not collapsing. Ryan stated that he wants to be an animator rather than a content creator or streamer because a child eventually gets to live like one, not because of a scandal or drama. Not a brand A behind-the-scenes job for an animator, private, quiet, and creative.
I wanted to be an astronaut, then I wanted to be an NBA player. I'm curious, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be like an animator. I think it's really fun to do because the drawing and then at the end you get to see the whole thing and see what you've worked on the whole time. And like sometimes I can see like the drafts first, and then after I can see like the full thing. And it's really cool to see how it changes over time.
Yeah, you were in the front.
Like, Ryan, are you going to keep making YouTube videos, given your interest to be an animator and maybe go behind the camera, like as you get older?
I think I will keep going for a while, yeah.
And I hope he never has to hit like and subscribe again if that's what he wants. Thus, Ryan's world is at last retiring. Gently and slowly the empire is stepping aside, not collapsing. And to be honest, we didn't realize we needed that victory. Let Ryan go, and let them all go. In any case, please like, subscribe, and comment if you like. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next.